HGTV welcomes you to the following presentation of Grizzlies High School Sports.
Welcome, Grizzly fans, to Week 7 here at the Grizzly Den, where your Goffstown hometown Grizzlies take on the Crusaders of Memorial. With us today is a special guest, Hall of Fame inductee in 2000 at Memorial, Mike Shaughnessy. Also played at Ferrum Junior College and was a standout tailback at UNH. Part of the Memorial 1965 undefeated state champs. It's a pleasure to have Mike join us today and get a little bit of a perspective of what the game was like back in 1965. Mike?
We actually wore helmets.
You wore helmets?
We wore helmets back then.
Were they leather helmets?
That's right.
Did they have the face mask?
We had face masks too.
You know, I think first what I'd like to do is this is a big day for the seniors, Mike. This is our senior day. It's, an extra little bounce in the step for all the seniors. I'd like to just go and congratulate all the seniors today. Number 9, Alex Duvall. We call him Flash. A lot of you have heard us say that. Number 55, Ryan Panad. We call him Thump. You ought to see the way this kid hits. You'll hear it.
I'll see it.
You'll be glad he's not tackling you, Mike. Number 52, unfortunately, our center, Ben Jeunesse, is out with a concussion. It's my understanding he's out for the rest of the season. Kudos, Ben, for a great season. Great couple of years here at the Grizzlies for football. And we're looking forward to having you as our goalie guiding the pipes on the ice. Number 56, Dylan Sherwood, another big defensive body for us. Number 2, a late start, senior this year. Number 2 is Damon Morin, another running back for us. Mm-hmm. Number 22, what can I say? This is Flowmaster. He plays all the positions on the defense. Tall, thin, just really fast, Mike. And what's unusual is they put him over in that defensive end position, kind of an unusual spot, but the coach decided to go with speed rather than size in that position.
It's tough to block those guys.
And he's making quite an impact for the Grizzlies. So kudos, Mitchell. Great job. Number 76, Ryan McDonald. Ryan McDonald, another big body for us here at the Grizzly Den. And number 51, our first two-sport athlete. He's on the soccer team, but he's also our kicker on special teams. Number 51, Mike Simons. So congratulations, seniors. Have a great game, and we're all rooting for you, and we want to thank you for all the action you've provided over the last couple of weeks here at the Grizzly Den. So, Mike, I think the big question that I want to know, and a lot of people want to know at home, is how has the game changed from 1965 to 2013?
I mean, basically it's the same, but I would say that they passed the ball more than ever before. We passed the ball when I was in high school, and we were a team that passed it a lot for that era. But today, everybody passes, and they pass on first down. We might pass on third down or with long yardage, but the game has changed. The strategy has changed, and of course, we've seen that with Chip Kelly, now formerly of UNH, now with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Sure.
But I think that the game has progressed. It's a little bit faster.
Yep.
They run more plays.
Yeah. Excellent. Mike, I had a chance to talk to Mike a little bit earlier. One of the could you comment on the idea of the extra yardage in the running? When you were a youngster, you were more into tackling and getting the man down on the ground. How has it changed today from your perspective?
Yeah, as I see the way that they played the game, there's more turnovers in a fumble situation because they're grabbing for the ball. I mean, I can see that, and so there are more turnovers. The downside of that is people, if you're holding on to the ball as a back, the defenders are grabbing up here, and if they even get their hands on the arm, the guy's going for an extra 5 yards. So they're giving up.
They're not worried about taking them down. They're worried about stripping, so they're preoccupied.
Our job was to take them down. And then if there was a turnover, there was a turnover. And I think that has allowed the game to, you'll get more first downs, but the trade-off is you might get more turnovers. I mean, that's the way the game has progressed. That's how they teach them at tackle today.
Something we also that's prevalent really in high school. When I mentioned it with Ben Jeunesse, and it's also prevalent in the NFL, catching a lot of attention, is the concussions. There had to be concussions when you played, but I don't think that they were probably recognized. Is that right?
Yeah, we just didn't recognize it. Most of the fellas that I played with, one time or another, were knocked out. We called it knocked out as opposed to being concussed today. So, but we didn't have coaches and medical staff that were able to deal with that because they didn't know how to deal with it. We were just told, get out in the field. So many times these players would go back out in the field, including myself, and you had no idea where you were. So it led to other things, and I think the NFL is dealing with the issues of former players that they weren't aware of those things, so those things have come back to roost. Now they're having these problems with former players that were concussed, but at the same time, who knew about it.
Right.
But I think, let me say one thing. The way they're protecting the players today with their helmets not going in head first,
Yep.
and what they call targeting, I think it's great.
And the other thing, Mike, I'm not sure if you're aware, but at the high school level, they even do testing now. What happens is you have to go take a computer test. Very simple. They ask you numbers, letters, and shapes, and there's a baseline, and they time you. So that now if you are concussed, you won't be able to perform that on that test at the same level of speed. And I think that's done an awful lot to kind of diagnose the concussion. So that certainly helps.
I'm all for it because football is a violent game, as you well know. And I mean, it's about hitting.
Yep.
And that's the aspect of the game that brings people to the game because of its violent nature in that sense. And I don't mean it in a negative way. But because of that, you need to protect the players, the quarterbacks especially, people that are laid out and that are unprotected and going in and hitting people. And I think every aspect of football down to the peewee level is addressing that problem, and I'm all for it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Excellent. We've talked a lot with my partner, Jeff Hubbard. He's our stats man. He'll be here shortly. We've talked an awful lot about a lot of the athletes that we see are multi-sport athletes. And, Mike, it's come to my attention that you had to play baseball because you weren't able to skate like your brothers. So I guess that's the reason you went to play baseball. But just a quick little note on the side with baseball, not just a guy who dabbled in baseball, but actually part of an all-Yankee conference on the New England circuit, actually stole home at Fenway back in the day.
Well, I stole a number of bases. I played for the back in those days. They had the Hearst Sandlot All-Stars. So I was picked to play for 2 games in Boston at Fenway Park, and one with a Red Sox uniform, and had a chance to play in Fenway Park. But the biggest thrill for me, and I had 2 great games in Fenway Park with a number of guys that went on to play in Major League Baseball, was the fact that while I was playing right field, there's not a whole lot to do out there. So when I was standing there, I counted the lights in left center field. And as I counted the lights, and I used to play in Manchester at the Gill Stadium, and it just reminded me that there's more lights on one light tower in Fenway than all the lights combined at Gill Stadium. And I thought that was a little trivia.
That's pretty
that I
cool,
was able
right?
to trick
That you were
people.
able to be there.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's great. So, what we've seen is these 2-sport athletes. Would you say that multi-sport athletes was more prevalent? I think my opinion is that there were more multi-sport athletes back in your day than there are now. It seems like parents and kids are getting their kids involved into these year-round sports, AAU, juniors, and I think it's taking away from all the extra talent because it does kind of relax the muscles a bit, let you work other muscles, and then come back to that sport that you really have the passion for, and now you have a more developed body and an all-around type of athlete.
It's really hard to speculate on that issue because one aspect is I did play a number of sports, and even though I wasn't a great hockey player, I did play hockey in the wintertime with figure skates. But playing baseball in the spring for 4 years at Memorial, and then playing Legion ball and playing football in the fall, it takes time away from your studies. That's a lot of time playing athletics, and so I wasn't a good student in high school. I wasn't until I was out of college. But I have to say that back in those days, we played all those sports. We had nothing else to do.
Sure.
Today, there's 1,000 things kids do, but I do have to say this. The kids today that are coming out of these programs that spend more time, obviously, they're looking to go to a college and maybe get a scholarship to play. So there's a trade-off there.
Yep.
And if the kid can do those things, fine. If he wants to play 2 or 3 sports, but it's very difficult today to play 2 or 3 sports and be good at it.
Yeah. Mike, we hear an awful lot. Obviously, they want to develop, they want to play well, and they want to do well on their football team. But how would you say that football and the team's aspect prepared you for life after sports?
Well, I can say this, that the aspect about football is the getting hit, and all these kids out here, when you play football, you're going to be injured. It's not if you're going to be injured, you will be injured. So when you're injured, and to the extent of those injuries, it's that you have to play with it. Whether it's as a running back, for me, it was on the small scale, it was sprained thumbs. Trying to get a ball from the quarterback, I mean, that's very painful. Neck problems, those sorts of things, which I still have some today. But eventually, it's the knee operations that I had. I had 3 Well, you see more of that in today's world, and you
Sure.
see it more so as you get into college and you get into pros. The and what it prepares you for, really, I think football does, is you have to get up and continue playing when you're hurt. I have to go to work even when I don't feel like it.
That's right.
And I learned that the discipline of going to work and doing my job, even though I may not feel like it. Playing football is that way. Because, and you know as well as I do, when you're hurt, do I play, do I help the team, or do I just sit out? And I think of all the things, getting knocked down and getting up again to play another day
Sure.
is the aspect of, because remember, this is about life. Football, and I'll just segue into that, football and athletics, football in particular, athletics in general, is a short lifespan.
It's just a blip on the total scale.
That's
of
all
everything.
it is, Al. And you know that when we get into the business world and you get into raising a family, the lessons that I have learned with my teammates and eventually going on and leaving the athletic world and into the business world, the greatest thing that you miss by far is just the camaraderie,
Sure.
the team, the efforts that you come together, and the relationships that you make, that eventually down the road, the faithfulness, the self-control. And let me finish with the most important thing, and that is the educational aspects that you learn there, but also in the classroom, that you must continue your education. If there's one thing I can tell you, is that if you don't have the proper study habits and educational background, you're not going to get into college and play at a college level,
That's
much less in the pros. So the idea of learning, and here's the key I'd like to leave today, is to learn to learn.
Sure.
Just because you don't understand, whether, for me it was mathematics, and I'm in the financial business, as you know. And I laugh when I bring former teachers in and principals and superintendents, and I did so bad in math, but I tell the people in my office, I said, there has to be God, because I'm handling their money, and I used to flunk math. It took me years to get over that hurdle. And,
Sure.
I'm saying this, that I want to encourage anybody who's listening, that if you're playing sports and you're playing athletics, the number one thing in order to keep going is to learn to learn. Understand that you can continue to learn. You're
Sure.
not stupid people.
I think the biggest thing that I picked up, and I've been doing some reading over the last couple of weeks, and what I picked up the most is that character is built through adversity, not through the successes. And unfortunately, both teams here today, to kind of as a segue into the teams, you got a 1-5 Memorial team, you got a 2-4 Grizzly team, and they're going to build character through their failures and their adversities, not through the successes. And I think that's what it's all about, is to build strong young men to go into the college ranks and to go on into their lives. Folks, I'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Grizzly Den. I'd like to welcome you to Week 7 action against the Crusaders and the Grizzlies. And go Grizzlies, and most importantly, go Seniors. Thank you.
Here we are, Week 7, Jeff. 7 straight weeks. Good weather.
Unbelievable weather.
Haven't needed a jacket at all.
Short sleeves, sun is shining, blue skies.
Perfect day for football.
If we could finish out the season this way, Al, that would be unbelievable.
Last home game here today, Jeff.
This is the last home game here at, in the Bears' lair here in the Grizzly Den.
For the presentation of the colors and the performing of the national anthem. Thank you.
Let's go Grizzlies.
Thank you.
So interesting statistical information. I was looking at the season tallies for the stats.
Fill us in, Jeff.
And right now, we've got defensively, we've got a tie for the leading tacklers on the team. We've got number 55, Ryan Pennard, with 54 tackles on the season. And
Fantastic.
number 43, Ian Ruthier, also with 54 tackles on the season. The next, to put this into perspective too, the next closest leading tackler is number 57, Cam Bond, with 34.
Wow. Plugging up that middle.
Those two are carrying a bulk of the tackling load here for the Grizzlies, and I expect to see both of those two contributing here again today.
Well, it looks like the Grizzlies are set to receive on this home opener. Last one of the season. Connor Bork on the reception. Has a lot of blockers up the middle. Ooh, looks like he got tripped up by number 3. That's Isaac Velez for the Crusaders. Grizzlies will take over at about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, as they open up the day.
30-yard line.
Gervais in the shotgun. Bork. Gervais keeps it, rolls to his left, bumps outside. Pickup of about 9.5 yards on the play.
Maybe even,
2nd down with 1 yard to go, Jeff.
maybe even 10 yards. They might even move the chains on this, Al.
We're going to get a good mark. Oh, whoa. Yes, we
he
are.
just barely picked up 10.
First play, 10 yards.
10 from the 41-yard line.
Nice heady play by Casey to move the chains.
Casey looking to pass. Quick pass to Big Tex. Another gain of 9 yards on the play. First run, first pass is looking good so far.
So far, moving the ball, running and passing.
Number 81, Paul Teixeira. 2nd down
Nice
and a yard.
pickup of 9.
On the 50
Nice
yard
balance
line.
already. Grizzlies just at midfield. Casey in the shotgun. Oh, we're going to have an offsides. Number 3, Matt Collins on the play.
Matt was a little eager to jump his route there. You know, interesting, another statistical tidbit here, Al, while we're moving the ball. Casey has thrown for 10 touchdown passes this season and rushed for 7 more.
Fantastic.
He's got 851 passing yards, 307 rushing yards for a total of 1,158 all-purpose yards for Goffstown. He's just having a great season here.
Casey set back. This time to Connor. Oh, Casey keeps it. 1st down and more. He's got the outside. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to be dragged down at about the 7-yard line. Big gain on the play. Casey Gervais for the Grizzlies. Nice blocking on that play downfield.
The 1st down and goal for the Grizzlies inside the.
Now, Jeff, this is where we say the big body, the tight end, Big Tex can really earn it. And it looks like another big mismatch here, Jeff, with number 10 defending him. What do we say? A big little lob in the corner of the end zone.
I like that call, Al.
It's a keeper easily, as Jeff would say, scampers into the end zone. Jeff, I think I could have rolled into the end zone myself. There was such a big hole. Great job on the O-line. Good job, O-line.
Well, that's the 8th touchdown run of the season now for Casey, and already here, just to start the game, he's got 65 yards of touchdown rushing.
Great job. You know, Jeff, I was saying earlier, the seniors are going to have a little extra bounce in their step today. We have the senior Mike Simmons, the first crossover athlete, a soccer player, easily puts that one through to make it 7-0 over the Crusaders on the opening drive. Things are looking great here at week 7 at the Grizzly Den.
Now, that was a solid kick for the extra point. That was through the uprights with plenty of height and distance to spare. You know, I'm going to make a prediction before the ball is kicked here. We do have number 21, Connor Bork, is out there. And
Special
He
teams
has been
tackler.
Unbelievable on special teams. this
Set
year.
back to receive for the Crusaders is number 3, Isaac Velez, and Dion Ball. Looks like it's headed Ball's way.
Down to the
Clean catch.
6-yard line.
Oh boy.
And taken out by number 24, Zachary Como.
Zach Como. Half of the Como
Ball
crunch.
carrier number 10, Dion Ball. Tackled by number 22 for Ghostown, Mitchell Cusson.
That's Kusan. Mitchell Kusan.
I think Mitchell may have been in on that tackle as well.
Brings that speed to that downfield special teams coverage.
That was Zachary Como, though, got in and absolutely cleaned out the legs of that return guy.
For the Crusaders in the shotgun, quarterback number 9, that's Stephen Dean. Sets back to pass, quick pass. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 3, Isaac Velez. Coverage on the play looked like number 5, Ryan Pernard.
And 10.
In the D-back slot, we have Damon Morin. Senior, Jeff, number 2, right here in the D-back spot.
Yeah, and it's a sweep at Damon.
Number 3, that's Isaac
Who
Velez.
looks
He rolls
like-
to the outside. Wow, Ryan Pernard. I'm sorry, yeah, Ryan and 26, Justin Warner.
Crusader ball carrier tackled by number 26, Justin Warner.
Al, I think if we review that play,
from the
too, we'll see that
29-yard line.
Morin was held pretty seriously over there, and I was a little surprised that the Zebras didn't throw some laundry for that.
Well, we've seen a lot of questionable calls this year with those Zebras. Most as recent as last week with that non-interception call.
Yeah, that would have been Justin Warner's
Again.
3rd interception of that game.
Run right up the middle to number 3. He breaks the tackle. Oh, no. Dragged down by Zach Como.
And,
Wouldn't let him go. Shook a leg.
and
That was
Andy
number
Timmy
7.
Carrier
That was Dequan Henselwood for the Crusaders.
Joe Small.
And it was Tim Como that was on the ground with the ball carrier and would not let go. And when the gang of Grizzlies came rolling in, they cleaned up. I believe that Zach and Big Joe Small got in there.
Well, what are the Crusaders going to do? They're going to kick or go? Looks like it's 4th and 1 from their own 29-yard line. Looks like they're going for it, Jeff. They've got 5 receivers spread out. Boy, there's going to be a... Oh,
Flag on the play.
Boy, and it's they stopping for a measurement.
oh, offsides. That's going to hurt the Crusaders.
Oh boy,
Bring them now, 4 and 6. The punting team should come out now.
it was 4th and about a foot, Al.
They had 5 receivers set up. Jeff, it really looked like someone was going to be open on that particular play.
That's a mental mistake right there. That's one that you can't make. And it looks like they're still trying to figure out their personnel.
Looks like kicking is number 56. Punting for the Crusaders, Davin Cross.
Oh, number 7 just came on the field. Looks like number 9 is just about to come on the field also.
Bobbled by Christian Marquis. Has it, rolls to the right. Up the middle, cuts back. Oh! Slipped up just at midfield. Brought down by number 58. That's Spencer Duhamel.
Punt return by number 5
Nice
for
gain, nice
Ghostown,
field position there for the Grizzlies.
Marquis.
You know, we're just watching that punt, Jeff. I guess we've been spoiled quite a bit watching our punters with Big Tex. I mean, he really has a boot compared to all the competition we're seeing.
I don't know statistically how all the other punters in the state are doing, Al, but from the sampling that we've seen, I would venture to say Paul's got to be one of the best punters.
Absolutely. I mean, 40, 45 yards, you keep keeping track
Absolutely.
and mentioning a great leg on that. Gervais keeps it. Why not? It's been working. Brought down after a 9-yard gain.
Number 18, Casey Gervais, the ball carrier.
Brought down by number 56. That's Davin Cross.
2nd down and 3. Make it 4.
Gervais keeps it again. It's wide open. That's an easy first down for the Grizzlies.
Oh, it looks like they may be a little short on the spot. Al.
Number 18,
Oh.
Casey Gervais, the ball carrier.
Bad spot on that, Jeff.
Number 51 and 56.
Well,
Third down, less
we'll
than a
see.
yard.
That play has been working, and we'll see if Casey just keeps it and to move the chains.
It just seems as though there's no one in the middle there. This time, right again. Why not? Keep it going. He bumps to the left, cuts back to the middle after about a 7-yard gain. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10
Gervais, the ball carrier.
at the Crusader 31-yard line.
And Al, you got to give credit. We haven't been able to say this too much this year, but the Goffstown offensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage today.
They sure are. This time rolls out to
And it's a,
Tanner
sweep
Putnam.
To Tanner Putnam.
Gain of about 6 yards on the
Number
play.
8, the ball carrier.
Tanner Putnam, that's mixing up the running play, Jeff. I think that you called for last week.
I
That's
think,
something that we haven't seen.
I think it's important to sustain success here. And nice pickup of 5 yards for Tanner on the run.
Grizzlies have a lot of weapons out on the line. 4 wide receivers. Connor Bork up the middle. Easily cuts back again. Down at the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. Grizzlies will move again. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down, Grizzlies.
Jeff, can't say that I'm surprised, but I'm a bit surprised at probably the lack of defense, I'd say, with this Crusader team.
Well, it does seem that
Number 8, the ball carrier for
Goffstown is having an easy go of blocking assignments up front right now, and not much penetration from.
You know, we got Stephen Dang up on the right tackle. We have Ryan Pernard.
We've even got now we have
Gervais rolls to his right, quick pass to Connor Bork, has some room, breaks a tackle. Down at about the 7-yard line.
You know, and Connor is just so shifty. That was a
Number
broken
21,
play,
ball carrier for Goffstown.
and for him to even pick up a yard on that was incredible running skill.
Gervais to Connor Bork, cuts to the left. He's still on his feet. Looks as though he's at about the 2-yard line.
Number 21, the ball carrier, Connor Bork.
Looks like the Grizzlies are going for the points on the board. Jeff bringing out senior Mike Simmons. This should be a
Field goal attempt for
this
the
should be
Grizzlies.
almost a gimme for Mike.
You know, and with 4th and 4, I think the coach is making a good, safe
It's up.
play.
Oh, just wide.
You know, it's that's tough. He had plenty of height and distance, just a little wide.
Yeah, plenty of height, plenty of distance.
The kick is no good, off to the left. The score remains 7-0. Goffstown Grizzlies on top.
Now,
Well, the Crusaders are going to have their work cut out for them, Jeff. They're at their own 1-yard line, 1st and 10.
Al, you know, part of that offensive line, too, with Ben Ginesta down right now today, you've got Andrew Byron in as his backup.
Honorable job.
Another sophomore at the center doing a great job. And you got big Dylan Sherwood in there. Looked like he had a couple of nice pulling plays on the run, which is nice to see. The line mixing it up.
On their 20-yard
But
line.
boy, you're right. That O-line is just.
Oh, Jeff,
We haven't enjoyed this all season.
they take the ball at the 20, I guess.
Yeah, on the missed field goal attempt.
Dylan Sherwood, Ryan Pernard, Cam Bond, all in on the tackle for the Grizzlies.
Tackled by number 55.
55, 56, and 57, respectively.
Going in sequential order, I guess.
Yes, providing some
Second down and 7.
good tackling there.
Dean in the shotgun for the Crusaders. Oh boy, they had nowhere to go. Cam Bond, Timmy Como,
Number 1, the ball carrier.
Sam Sharon, all in on the tackle of Peter Aboud. Just really had nowhere to go for a loss of yardage there, Jeff.
And
Boy, Boy,
9 and 10.
Tim Como was in position on that awfully quickly. And that's the second time Tim's got on a ball carrier and stood him up and held him in the backfield. And boy, some of his defensive counterparts must love that because they get a crack at the tackle with Timmy holding them up like that.
Looks like we have Mitchell Kuson back at the D-back position rather than the defensive end today. Low snap, set back to pass, scrambling, has a wide open number 7, Dequan Hunselwood. That is a first down for the Crusaders.
Boy, and that was a good look. That number 7, the receiver, found a big hole in the middle of in the interior of that defense. We did have plenty of Grizzlies behind him, but made a great catch laying out in the middle of the field.
40-yard line.
Tough to defend if they're going to lay out and pick it up off the ground.
Crusaders at the 36, 1st and 10. Dean in the shotgun, keeps it himself.
There's
Lots of flags.
There's movement for the, nobody was set there. There was movement on both sides of the ball. I think they're going to call that on the offense, either illegal motion or offsides.
That is right, Jeff. You've seen this game once or twice, haven't you?
A couple times now. But yeah, nobody ever got set. They snapped the ball with 2 guys on the offense moving. That's a no-no.
That's a no-no. And it's not a do-over.
Not a do-over.
They will be penalized.
It's a penalty. It is a penalty. But they get a chance to do over first down.
1st and 15. Dean in the shotgun, sets back to pass. Quick pass. Dylan Sherwood, number 56, broke up the play. Pass was intended for number 10, Dion Ball.
And Mitchell Kuson. Dylan and Mitchell were both right there in tight coverage.
Nice coverage on the play.
Even if the receiver could have come down with it, there was nowhere to go with 2 defenders all over him. And I'm surprised Sherwood didn't come down with that one.
That was close. He's a big lineman. Maybe he doesn't get the hands, you know?
Fun to see the big lineman rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Rumbling, bubbling, stumbling into the end zone. Dean set back to pass, goes long. He's, oh! What a hit, number 9, Alex Duval. He's a senior. Pass was intended for Isaac Velez. You know, I don't know who could grab on and hold on to that ball, Jeff, with a hit like that.
I don't know, and you know what? You gotta like the way Alex just did that. He put his face mask into the ball, immediately dislodging it, kept his head up. He didn't put his head down and lead with his helmet, and he did not hit the receiver in the head at all. That was a very clean, good hit, and timely on Alex's part.
You know, puts the Crusaders down 3rd and 15, well into their zone. They really haven't had much of opportunity to move the ball at all. Great defensive stand once again for the Grizzlies.
From the Crusaders 31.
That's Peter Aboud. He's not going anywhere. Dragged down, would you say, by a gaggle of Grizzlies there?
Yeah, sort of stood up. I don't know if there was actually ever a tackle made on the play, Al, but he was stood up in a charge led by Ryan Pinard and Timmy Como and a whole gang of Grizzlies over there. That left side of the defense is playing stingy right now.
Well, looks like we're going to have a punting opportunity here. Number 55, Clay Legault, set back to
Justin
punt.
Warner and,
oh, that is... Mitchell Kuson almost gets the block. It will be Grizzly ball, 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
Boy, and I think, you know, on the season, Mitchell is one of only 2. Last week or the week before, we had Big Joe Small had blocked a kick, but Mitchell Kuson is one of only 2 Grizzlies with a blocked kick this year.
Well, you know, we've been calling his name. He may only have 1, but he certainly, it's the stat that doesn't show up. The pressure he puts on the quarterbacks because he's so quick, the pressure he puts on the kickers where he's just missing it, and it's all about the hustle. He certainly doesn't need the extra bounce in his step today being a senior.
No, and you're right. I think that pressure has caused a couple of errant kicks this season.
Gervais keeps it himself, rolls to the right. bumps to the outside. Oh, uses the option to Christian Marquis. The Ginger Ninja picks up the first down. Out at it midfield for the Grizzlies, 1st and 10. Looking great, mixing up the plays all around today, Jeff.
Nifty pickup. Casey picks up about 8 yards, flips it to Marquis, who picks up another 5 on the pitch. That's a nice option play, but Al, once again, they're mixing up the run play today. Having that option available for the keeper.
The option, the weapons available, they're galore.
Pick this up.
Tanner Putnam rolls to the outside. Oh, brought down after the first down, but there is a flag.
Flag thrown deep around the corner.
No, that's number 8, Tanner Putnam on the carry.
And Putnam picked up about 11 or 12 yards before the laundry hit the field. Looks like they called holding, maybe on number 3, Matt Collins, but I'm not sure.
Nope, first down. They're giving them the first down.
They gave him the first down. Okay, it was against the Crusaders, so that was a clean play. I was going to say, I did not see any.
Oh, this is a big penalty. They're moving the, wow. They're down to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Taking command today here at week 7 at the Grizzly Den.
Nice to see Tanner involved too. He's almost got 20 yards on the day.
Gervais keeps it, picks up more. Oh, really just stumbled on his own. Brought down by number 55, who gave him a little punch at the end of the play, Clay Legault.
Oh, and they throw laundry on that, Al. They're going to call it.
Excellent. That's a personal foul. Should be 15 yards. Yeah, punching the kid while he's down on the ground.
That would put the ball right down on the
10-yard line.
On the 5.
Is that what they're calling, Jeff?
I'm not
Or was
sure.
that just my keen eye that saw that cheap shot?
It is a personal foul against the defense,
It is.
and it will be an automatic first down.
Grizzlies moving the ball again.
And they're going to march that off all the way down because it doesn't go all the way to the goal line. It's not going to be half the distance. It's all the way. Oh, that's a 10-yarder, Al. That's a 10-yarder. They're
Okay,
on the 10.
so we're on the 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
First to goal on the 10.
Mismatch again with Big Tex on the far right. Tanner Putnam in motion. Gervais keeps it himself.
And he's
Boy,
down
down to the
4
3.
or 5. Down, they're going to mark it about the 4.5-yard line. Maybe 5-yard line. Nice little 5-yard pickup. And he's got that all day long, Al.
I'm amazed that they haven't plugged that hole yet. Putnam in motion. Keeps it again. Okay, this time he is dragged down by big number 56. That's Davin Cross for the Crusaders. Ball still at the 5-yard line.
You know, that's the first rush for no gain. He's got 10 runs so far today, Casey does, and that's the first one he had for no gain.
Well, we're under a minute here for the first quarter where the Grizzlies lead 7-0. Knocking on the door of the Crusaders one more time on the 5-yard line. Looking to pass. Quick pass to Connor Bork. He's wide open. Easy touchdown for the Grizzlies once again. 13-0 as we're bringing this first quarter action to an end. Jeff, dare I say, just a commanding performance today. Passing, running, offensive line, blocking.
Well, I would say that the tail of the tape right now, Al, is that the game is won and lost right now at the line of scrimmage in this one. Goffstown is absolutely...
Mike Simmons, that extra point will be good. It will be 14 for the Grizzlies.
The teams come upfield.
But
With seconds left to play in the
with,
first quarter. Score 14.
with the line of scrimmage just being controlled with some dominance here by Goffstown today, we're seeing no pressure from the defense getting through our line, and this is freeing up Casey with the opportunity to run at will, seemingly wherever he wants.
You know, Jeff, what's interesting is it goes back to those times that we've had the opportunity to talk to the coach. He leaves that option to Casey to either pass it off or keep it himself to pass or run. Casey must be seeing just a wide open hole that he can fit his body right through.
Well, and great play calling. There's been some pulling blocks on the line that have been very effective by Dylan Sherwood, and there have been some mixes up, mixing up of the play, running a play, incorporating Tanner Putnam, and running that option with Marquis and Casey was a great change of pace.
Wish the Crusaders probably had Mike Shaughnessy back in the lineup there.
Yeah, they sure did.
Back in the day from 1965.
Kind of a squib to number 14. And
Brought down by Tanner Putnam. What a game Tanner's having today.
14 for the Crusaders.
Crusaders will take over at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. But Tanner Putnam, he's the man in motion. He's getting some action, a lot more action than we've seen in the past. And commanding performance here on special teams.
yeah, and Tanner took him high, and I think Dylan Sherwood and Zach Como were down low. Tanner absolutely threw that return guy, ball carrier for the Crusaders to the turf.
Crusaders come to the line with Dean, again in the shotgun. A lot of weapons that he has available. Hands it off. Has some room, breaks to the outside. Good block. And ripped down by Justin Warner. Saves the first down. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play for Daquan Henselwood.
Carrier. Henkelwood.
Well, Justin Warner is he's made some big contributions. This season. He had the 2 big picks against Salem, and really should have had 3. He had 21 tackles of the season coming into this game, and has a couple so far today. But he's also been getting in offensively. We've seen a couple nice receptions out of Justin also.
Yep. Well, that brings the first quarter to a close where your Grizzlies lead 14-0 over the Crusaders of Memorial. Well, we are here at the Grizzly Den, Jeff, and I don't quite see the barbecue smoke just yet, but I'm wondering if we're going to get a little halftime surprise.
I can only hope, Al. I would eat whatever came this direction, whether it be a chili cheese dog, preferably with some onions if possible. But I always wait for the wind to turn, Al, because I love it when the smell of the grill rolls.
Nothing better on a Saturday afternoon for football and smelling the barbecue.
That is one item that I have often wished upon the Grizzly Den is freshly chopped onion for our dining pleasure. But I have been informed
they haven't caught on.
They have a cutting board, and I can use it if I would like. I have not quite made it to the diced onion.
Crusaders 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Hand off. Oh boy, that is Timmy Como. Number 7, Daquan Henselwood had nowhere to go. Timmy was right there.
And Timmy is displaying a picture of good tackling today by not letting go. Timmy wraps up, and he's making some grabs in the backfield, and no one has a chance to get away once he.
I think Mitchell Couson was in on that tackle as well.
He may too have been. That'd be Timmy's
Dean
third,
setback.
Mitchell's second tackle on the day.
Rolls to his right. Oh boy, Sham Sharon was really putting pressure on the quarterback.
Oh,
there's a late flag down.
They're going to call Tim Como on roughing the passer. I think if we review the film, though, what we're going to see is a book right out of the NBA and the flop. I think a heady play by the quarterback for the Crusaders to flop on that play and get the yardage. But I think you'll see that he was barely bumped by Timmy and
personal foul against the defense. Results.
Threw his hands up and put his butt on the turf to act a little bit.
Well, that is certainly a big play as they enter into Grizzly territory at the 45-yard line. Crusaders will be 1st and 10.
Well, a smart play. They take over at the 45-yard line, across midfield now.
Dean set back with Henselwood to his left. Henselwood gets the call, nowhere to go. Tim Como wrapped him up. The ball's loose.
I believe they're going to call the runner down.
Somebody finished him off. It looks as though it was, it was the Como crunch. Zachary kind of, Tim started him off. Zachary came in to finish him and made the ball cough up, but I believe you're right. The ball was down. That's a loss of 4 yards on the play for the Crusaders.
And Timmy's holding his hand.
Second down,
Not sure if he
14
didn't
for the Crusaders.
get stepped on by a cleat.
Dean set back in the shotgun. Quick pass out to a wide open. Oh, yes. That is Alex Duvall, flash. And Matt Collins on the play. Pass was complete to number 3, Isaac Velez. Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Tackled by number 9, Alex Duvall.
You know, interesting thing, too, to see here on the film, the Crusaders center, you see a couple of guys in the state snapping this way, but he's gripping the ball on the point, on the top of the ball, which is an interesting, he's not going with the traditional grabbing the laces of the football when he snaps it. And while I think you can get a pretty good, snap out of that, Al, if you aren't that good at it, I think it causes.
Oh, that's Dean. That looks like Big Joe Small had his first arm on him.
And,
Yes, it is. Joe Small and Timmy Como, but I'll tell you, Joe just reached his arm out and dragged him right down.
Yeah, Joe is a big body in the middle. And Tim Como, off to his maybe best defensive day of the season here with 5 tackles already in the first half.
Fourth down, 3 yards to go. More than 3. That's about 6 yards to go for the Crusaders. Set back to pass. Has his time. Pass is complete. Oh, looks like it will be a Crusader first down.
Pass to number 3.
Brought down by number 57, Cam Bond on the play.
And number 55 for the Crosstown Grizzlies. Results in a first down for the Crusaders.
I believe that's by their own yardage. That's the first down for the Crusaders today, Jeff.
Yeah, that's an important stat to make.
Hand off to Peter Aboud. Up the middle, gain of 3 yards on the play. Maybe 2.
Tackled by number 75 and number 55.
Looks like Small and Pennard in on those tackles once
Yeah,
again.
Timmy Como was in there again. Those 3, you're not going to get anywhere. Running into Big Joe Small and Pennard and Timmy Como, you're going to get about what they got. Maybe a couple yards at best.
Dean looking to pass. Rolls to his right. Quick pass. Oh! Brought down by Justin Warner. That's number 10 on the reception, Dion Ball.
Tackled by number 75, Joe Small.
Well, it sounds like the announcers in the booth out today are a little off on
Play results in a first down for the Crusaders.
some of their names and numbers here.
It's just maybe our keen eye that we have, Jeff.
Well, yes, we do have the elevated vantage point over here.
Oh, met right away. Helped out by a whole bunch. That was Cam Bond, stood him right up, and then he had his helpers of Pennard and Warner finishing him off.
For the Grizzlies.
Looks like 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders.
Second Third down and 5.
Handoff to Henselwood. Como, small.
Yeah.
Number 7, the ball carrier for Memorial.
And again, I think we've already determined
Brought
today
down by
that
number
we
80
run into
and
Como
number
and
57
small.
for Goffstown.
You're not going to get very far.
And number 75.
And Cam Bond was in on that also. A lot of gang tackling today.
You know, it takes one guy to tie him up, and then the rest just kind of gangs in and brings him down. Finishes the job.
That's and I think part of the reason why that's happening, Al, is right now notice all the D linemen are down in a 4-point stand.
Quarterback, first time he keeps it right up the middle, picks up some yards. It looks like he may be in first down territory.
Number 9, the ball carrier for Memorial. Tackled by number 80 and number 57 for the Grizzlies.
And I think Bernard was in there also.
Oh, looks like we're going to get a measure here, Jeff.
Here comes the chain gang.
Boy, this is the first half of the season, and this is certainly not a shot because he's leading the team, and tackles are tied for
It is
coming
short.
into this game. But we have not seen Ian Ruthier make a tackle. This is the first half of the year so far.
Where we haven't, yeah, you're
where
right.
We haven't called out
Fourth and a
his
yard
name.
for the Crusaders.
And he's certainly active in the middle today. He's just getting into the gaggle of Grizzlies when a little too late.
We have a Crusader timeout,
Timeout.
where the Grizzlies lead 14-0 with just under 6 minutes remaining in the half.
You know, Al, I have another interesting theory here on the gang tackling today too, and I've watched this so far on passing downs. Often on third down right now, the coach is having the D-line stand up. They're not down in a stance, and when you do that, you're able to get your bodies up. It makes a taller line of scrimmage for the quarterback to throw over. You can get your hands up to make them really have to elevate the ball. You know, but as well, it gets a lot of people making contact to the tackle while standing, which you're not always going to take them right to the turf that way. You're going to hold them up and let everybody else come in and clean up afterwards. You know, Al, reminiscing back to, I got to say, there is no more exciting moment than being a defensive player and seeing somebody holding the ankles of a ball carrier who cannot move.
It's kind of like fishing from fish in a barrel, isn't it?
It is like shooting fish in a barrel.
Well, it's 4th and 1 for the Crusaders. Dean in the shotgun has his weapon. Henselwood, oh my gosh! Oh, that's Flash Gordon saving the day. Alex Duval, senior, making a senior moment right there. Big loss for the Crusaders. Your Grizzlies will take over 1st and 10. What a big play.
That was a big hit, big play.
He's had 2 very big hits today.
Yeah, he's got 2 tackles, and today he's earning the big hit.
You can put a little star next to those tackles today. It's never a timeout. We have to mute it if we want a timeout.
Commercial break.
Looks like the field is slanted in the Grizzly direction today, Mike.
Well, they're playing great defense, and that hit that kid put on was, I mean, that was a real hit.
Are you talking about the same number 9 that made this loss, but he had that big hit back there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really nice hit. On both sides of the ball.
Yep. Okay, Grizzlies come to the line of scrimmage where they lead 14-0.
First and 10 for the
Gervais
Grizzlies
is set
from
in the
their
shotgun. His
19-yard
weapons
line.
are loaded. Christian Marquis in motion. Gervais keeps it himself, rolls to the left. Oh boy. Brought down after about 3 yards on the play by number 56. That's Davin Cross for the Crusaders.
Gain on the play of a yard.
Connor Bork rolls to the right. Oh boy. Gain of a few yards on the play.
Connor Bork for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Looks like they're in the hurry-up offense here, Jeff.
Tackled by number 10.
Maybe we're going to see a deep pass to Big Tex or the Ginger Ninja.
Well,
Nope, Connor Bork up the
Connor
middle.
Right up the middle. And that
That may be a first down.
may be enough. They are moving the chains.
First and 10, Grizzlies.
First down, Memorial.
They continue to move the ball quite well. They are in the hurry-up offense.
Boy, Connor got 4 yards the hard way right there.
Gervais rolls out, cuts back to the middle, has some more room. Pickup of about 7 to 8 yards on the play. I guess you don't need to pass when you can run the ball as effective as they are, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, no
Second
need to
down.
risk putting the ball up there when you can run for 9 yards on first down.
Gervais, here comes a pass. He has time, he rolls to his left. Airs it up. Oh! And it's flash. Alex Duval with the reception. Moving the chains as the Grizzlies on the 34-yard line, first and 10. Boy, you know, Jeff, as we talked all season, when that quarterback rolls out to his opposite side, that's a tough pass to make. And to be able to air that ball up 30, 40 yards like he did, that's awfully nice.
That's a 33-yard connection out. Nice catch and pass.
Keeper himself picks up 3 yards on the play, brought down by number 51. That's Tom Joyce for Memorial.
Second down.
Pickup of maybe 2 for Casey. And his offense is calling into play. Goffstown's getting set.
Gervais 2 steps back, quick pass out. Pass was intended for Bork, number 21. Just led him a little too much.
Falls incomplete. Third down and 8 for the
Yeah,
Grizzlies.
they've had some trouble with that early in the season. They've seemed to have ironed out a lot of the wrinkles on that screen pass, but that was just way too far of a lead for Connor to be able to catch up to it. We've got Tanner and Big Tex out to the right. Marquis and Collins to the left.
His weapons are deployed.
Got him in motion.
Oh, and he rolls to the right. He's looking to pass. Pass was intended for Collins, our famous Wes Walker
Pass attempt.
route runner.
Looking for Collins, and there was some bumping on that route too. Don't know whether it was on the offense's part or the defense's, but contact. 4th and long. Looks like they're going to try to kick.
Well, we know Mike certainly has the leg for it. We know distance won't be a problem.
This is going to be a 45-yard
Be a
attempt now.
45
This is a
yard
big one. Oh, no good. Just shy. Looks like it skimmed the post.
That was
Great
line
attempt.
drive.
Goffstown Grizzlies 14.
Line drive kick.
And the Crusaders of Memorial nothing. 3.5 left to play in the first half.
Like to be able to see the opportunities like that. You don't see that much in high school football. Kind of nice to mix it up a little bit. Memorial takes over on the 26, first and 10.
Sort of a soccer-style kick with real line drive kick. Not a lot of height on that ball. But it was a close kick. And a good call with the lead. You know, it would have been
First
nice to
down for
put
the
3 more on the
Crusaders
board.
on their 20.
Dean, quarterback from the shotgun, looks like he just fell right away on that play.
Number 9, the ball carrier.
Slipped and lost a few yards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks
point of
like
the
it'll be 1st and 12 maybe for Memorial.
Loss on the play. My correction. 2nd down and 14.
And Memorial's quarterback is he's a big quarterback. He's got a big body. He's built almost like a lineman.
Set behind him is Peter Aboud. Set back to pass, looking to pass, rolls to his right. Still has time, under pursuit. Oh boy. Couldn't see the number. Let's see. That's
That was
Sam
Sam
Sharon, number 1. Tracked him down,
Sam
brought
Sherry.
him right out of bounds.
Be 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 9.
Boy, what good
21.
defense the Grizzlies are showing today.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Sam Sharon's one of those guys too who he's got some sneaky good stats. You know, a couple touchdown catches on the year, a couple sacks for Sam this year. You know, that's a nice tackle right there. He seems to come up with some big plays when we need him to.
Dean set back to pass again, looking to his left, airs it up. Oh, passes, almost intercepted by Zachary Como.
Is broken up by number 24.
Wow,
Zach
and you can
Como.
see Zach had a beat on that ball.
Boy, he read it the whole way.
Oh, he wanted it. I think he leapt for that about a millisecond too soon and started coming down, just couldn't hang on. And I know he'll be thinking about that after the game, but great effort, great attempt.
Crusaders set back to punt. We have our Justin Warner set back to receive with Christian Marquis. High kick, just at about midfield. It's going to be Christian Marquis down at the 46-yard line. Grizzlies will take over for one more strike at the 2-minute mark of the half. It'd be nice to put another couple of points on the board to go into the half with either 17 or 21 lead.
Yeah, you'd think if we could put some points on the board here, and if Goffstown has any similar luck scoring in the second half, it may be early in the 3rd quarter when we start seeing some variety of different players coming in.
Sure. We know the coach definitely has a track record of doing that.
He has a great job of spreading things around when the game is in hand.
Keeps it on the ground with Bork. Nice pickup of about 4 yards on the play to just about midfield for the Grizzlies.
Gain on the play of 3. 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 6.
They're $1 piece or 10 for 5.
Looks like we have a Crusader 79.
Rolls to his right. Gervais, quick pass, wide open. Oh! To Tanner Putnam. Pass is incomplete. Tried to bobble it. No good.
Boy, on that last play, it looked like 79 was the right defensive end for the Crusaders.
That's Josh Simpson.
Looks like Josh might have been lined up a little offside. He was definitely in the infracting upon the neutral zone.
He's a big body. You know, just to comment on that play too, Jeff. Tanner was wide open on that play, right in the middle, underneath the secondary. And
Big Josh again, his helmet is clearly close to the football.
keep it himself. Gervais, 1st down and more. Will be 1st and 10 from the Crusader territory. And Jeff, the smoke is moving in our direction. The halftime treats are being cooked as we speak.
I can't smell it yet. I can see the smoke now rolling out of the grill.
Gervais rolls to his right. Pass intended for Big Tex, number 81. Pass is incomplete. On the coverage for Memorial was number 10, Dion Ball.
You know, and so far, Paul's only been involved with one 9-yard reception on the day. Paul is leading the team, I believe, in receiving yards so far this season. Well, maybe he's right behind Connor Bork. Connor's got 291, and Paul Teixeira has 226 receiving yards coming into this game.
Set back to pass, quick screen. Connor Bork, oh boy. Dragged down by big number 79. That's Josh Simpson.
Connor Bork.
Just under 1 minute, the clock is ticking. It's going to be third down with about 11 or 12 yards to go. Maybe one more play.
You know, that was the first play for negative yards from scrimmage on the whole day for Goffstown.
Gervais set back, he looks, has time. Oh, pass was deflected by Josh Simpson again. Big man, big body, big arms, outreach. Nice deflection on the play for Josh.
3 seconds remaining in the first half. Fourth down and 12.
The Crusaders certainly have some big bodies in the middle. They haven't displayed a lot of mobility yet today, but that was a good play to get a hand up.
Going to see a punt here from Big Tex, number 81, Paul Teixeira. Let's see. Wow, great punt. Received by number 10, that's Dion Ball. Crusaders will take over with just under 27 seconds remaining in the first half. You know, it's nice to be able to rely and count on that big punt and that big leg. Gets that ball deep, keeps the Crusaders really deep. Can't imagine they're going to do much with 27 seconds on the clock.
No, I can't imagine points are going to come up any more this half, Al, but we'll see what they can do. You never can tell. It's plenty of time to run down the field. See if they try to air it out. And Goffstown's in a deep prevent pass defense here.
Well, we do have the savior of the universe here, but set back in that secondary. It is aired up, and it, look,
oh,
pass.
Almost Ryan Bernard.
Ryan Bernard almost tallied his first interception this year. Right off his hands.
And it looks like Goffstown's going to line back up in that prevent, which is a great play to defend this in this situation. You'd almost even like to see Ruthier and Bernard drop back in this coverage.
Second down, Memorial.
It doesn't seem like having extra bodies to rush is necessary.
And they are running it. Dean up the middle. That'll finish out the clock unless Memorial calls a timeout.
The ball carrier, tackled by number 55 and 56 for Goffstown.
Yep, they stopped the clock with 11 seconds remaining in the half. Timeout,
Well,
Grizzlies.
Oh, Grizzlies.
What?
Third down and a yard
That's
for
an
the 24.
interesting call.
Timeout.
Maybe we're going to expend all of our timeouts, Al. If we can shut down their opportunity to move the chains, we may be able to get the ball back with enough time on the clock for
One last play.
one last stab at the end zone. Let's see what they're thinking, but we would have to stop this play, force the punt, and then get off another play with 11.1 seconds.
Seems unlikely.
Seems unlikely.
Crusaders coming to the line of scrimmage with just a tick over 11 seconds remaining in the half, where they trail 14-0. Quarterback keeper, Dean keeps it, rolls to his left.
Sam Sharon.
Drag down Sam Sharon, nice tackle.
Tracks him down
Number
from
9, the
behind.
ball carrier for Memorial.
And
tackled by
Ian
number 11
Ruthier
and
was
number
right there
23
on
for
the
Goffstown.
follow-up. 5 seconds on the clock.
First play results in a first down for Memorial Crusaders.
Ian has been just a
Ball is on
tick
their
away from a bunch of tackles.
7-yard line.
That's going to do it. Brings us to the first half here of Week 7 Grizzly football at the Grizzly Den, where your Grizzlies lead 14-0 over Memorial Crusaders. Fans, welcome back to second half action here at the Grizzly Den, where your hometown Grizzlies lead the Crusaders of Memorial 14-0. Bobbles the reception. Isaac Velez has some speed, has some room. Oh!
Nice open field tackle. Ian Ruthier, quiet the first half, but makes a statement early in the second half action with that nice open field tackle.
Boy, he came out trying to get off the schneid in a hurry in the second half, Al.
43-yard line, first and 10.
And that'll make our cameraman, Jeff Ruthier, happy, knowing that he doesn't have to wait deep into the second half to see Ian get in on his first action.
Dean set back to pass, rolls to his right. Pass complete to number 7, Dequan Henselwood.
Taken down by Pennard.
Reception.
Ryan Pennard on the tackle.
Tackled by number 55.
He's telling him all right today.
That is Pennard's 6th on the day. He is only trailing Timmy Como on the day for tackles.
Second and 6.
And the Goffstown D-line, everybody is standing up, Al.
Yep. Oh, wow. That's Joe Small and Ian Ruthier in on the tackle, right up the middle. Dean really had nowhere to go on that play. It seems as though you were right. They're all standing up, and they looks like they got an extra quick step on that.
Well, you know what I like about this, Al, is whatever Goffstown's doing, they're mixing up their looks right now. And that's really important. If you're too predictable, it's easy to plan against what you're doing either offensively or defensively. And right now, you'll see the D-line getting down in a 4-point stance. You'll see them standing. You know, we've seen a variety of defensive packages coming out tonight.
Oh, boy. Great pressure on the play by Timmy Como. Really, Dean had nowhere to go on that play. He had a wall in front of him.
And this play has now become a blitz. The D-line is actually standing up, and they're all taking stabs at the line of scrimmage to try to offset the, sort of to catch the offensive line off guard. And Timmy came off that right edge for the defense.
That ball was almost thrown into his chest. Crusaders 4th and 6 to go, just at about midfield. Oh, he boots it.
Quick kick.
Gonna let it take a bounce, and it takes a Crusader bounce. Grizzlies will take over at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Grizzlies, first possession in the second half action here at the Grizzly Den.
16-yard line. First down. First down for the Goffstown Grizzlies from their 16-yard line.
Let's see if the Grizzlies can pick up right where they left off, Jeff.
Well, if they can do that, Al, we'll move the chains here quite a bit.
Gervais off to Christian Marquis, has some room, cuts to the outside. Pickup of about 9 yards. There is a flag on the play.
Number 5, the ball carrier for Goffstown, tackled by number 11 for Memorial. There is a flag on the play.
And they haven't spotted the ball yet, Al. Sort of holding.
Personal foul. Face mask, Crusaders. That's going to move the chains for the Grizzlies for sure.
And that was a 9-yard run for Christian Marquis. And with the penalty, it's a first down.
Boy, whether it's penalties or it's the Grizzlies moving, those chains are moving an awful lot today.
Yeah, and starting down on the 16-yard line, we had quite a ways to go to get to a scoring drive here. But look for Goffstown to march about 58 more yards here.
Gervais to Tanner Putnam, keeps it himself, has some room, pickup of about 4 yards on the play for the Grizzlies.
Casey Gervais, the ball carrier. 5 yards, second down.
Wow, and Casey has amassed quite a day already.
From their own 46. Casey keeps it, rolls to his left. Oh, nice block by Tanner Putnam. Pickup of about 3 yards, 2 yards on the play. That was a nice block by Tanner Putnam.
Heads up play and clean. Tanner squared him up and hit him in front. That was a good play by
Third down
Casey.
and 3 for Goffstown.
Gervais to Bork, right up the middle, has room. Got tangled up right at the last minute by Isaac Velez. He was in the end zone if he didn't trip him up.
Yeah, Al, if he didn't get that ankle, it was lights out.
Boy, Connor moves those little legs, doesn't he?
Oh, he moves fast.
Again, it's going to be whistle dead.
Flag on the play.
We're going to have a false start, looks like, on the Grizzlies. That'll bring them back a bit. Still first down, but first and 15, Jeff.
You know, but again, going back to that Bork run, Al, that was only a, you know, in about 2 seconds flat, he was 14 yards downfield, and
First and 15.
boy, I thought for a moment there that was going to go all the way. Let's see what they can do now with first and 15.
Set back to pass, he has an attacker. Oh, hit right from the blind side by number 56. That's Davin Cross. You know, that's really the first defensive big play that the Crusaders have had all game. Just really hit Casey just right in that blind spot.
Yeah, and now it's going to be second and 15. Now this is going to be the longest position that they've had to work from on second down. But again, we've talked about this all season. Casey is composed, and he's a heady quarterback. I don't see him getting flustered.
Set back to pass, quick pass out to Connor Bork. Has room, cuts back again, picks up. Boy, knocked out at the 20-yard line. First down for the Grizzlies. What a play.
Results in a first down. Goffstown from Memorial.
And that's
20
you know,
yard
and that's that the impact that Connor can put in. That's a 22-yard hit, you know, and great play.
To Connor again, bounces to the end. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet. Can't tackle him. He's now gang tackled by a whole lot. I think all of the senior class of Memorial. Late flag on the play.
Number
That's
21.
probably a personal foul.
And he still picked up 2
No
yards
game on
out.
the play. Flag is on the field.
I'm going to guess it's against the Crusaders. Nope, they're picking up the laundry. Oh, no, here we go.
Looks like that's a personal foul.
Penalties against Memorial.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an unsportsmanlike, Al.
I think it might have been an unsportsmanlike penalty, yeah. It was well after the play. The players have gotten up from the tackle.
It is a I think frustration's starting to boil over on the Crusaders side, and people are starting to maybe chirp to the refs a little bit.
Gervais keeps it himself, has a blocker, brought down at about the 5-yard line. Grizzlies will be second down with 5 to go.
Casey Gervais, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I know. Did they go like a new Memorial one over there and then got
And I'm starting to run out of room here, Al, to tally Casey's rushes.
Casey keeps it himself, tangled up.
That was his 18th run of the day.
Looks like number 51, that's Tom Joyce on the tackle for Memorial.
Third Third down and 6 from the 5.
Yeah, that was his first negative yardage. Okay.
Third down, 6 yards to go. They're knocking on the door. This would really separate them from Memorial. Gervais step back to the pass, quick pass to Christian Marquis, wide open in the end zone. The Ginger Ninja strikes, puts the Grizzlies on the board, 20. Wow, Jeff, wide open, not even a defender near Christian Marquis. To leave a weapon like that uncovered is just, had to be some miscommunication on the play.
Yeah, well, we've seen Marquis be a factor before, and I believe this is, let's see. Look at this. This is Marquis' second touchdown reception of the year. And first catch of the night. 7-yard quick hit. It's like you said, Al, it looks like there was a little miscommunication there.
Kick is up, and it's good. Grizzlies 21, Crusaders 0. With 6 minutes, just under 6.5 remaining in the third quarter, Grizzlies take a commanding lead as we get set to take off, kickoff to Memorial.
And I would not be surprised to see Coach Huff start changing up some of the looks, Al, with a 21-point lead and seemingly good control of this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see
some new personnel on the field.
Personnel out on
Interesting. You know, you're torn a bit, I guess, as a coach. I would be. That do you at least let the seniors continue to play out where it is their last game, or do you throw in some new personnel maybe for some other players?
I think you let them probably play out the bulk of this third quarter here, Al. But you know, I think you take a couple of timeouts late in the game. If the game's well in hand, you waste timeouts, Al, to pause, to pull a couple of those seniors off the field at a time, and really give them a classy goodbye. Let them stop a play, you know, and let them come off the field to the cheers of their fans.
Goffstown kicking off.
Oh, Mike Simmons kicked that. Usually that we see Tanner Putnam in that position. Takes a Grizzly bounce. Isaac Velez grabs it, runs to the, looks like he's out of bounds. Dragged out by Tanner Putnam.
Number 3 for Memorial on the return. First down, Memorial on their 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
Memorial takes over 1st and 10. Looks like from the 12-yard line. They got a long way to go. Flag down.
Dylan Sherwood jumped, but I'm not sure if he wasn't drawn by the offense. Let's see if that's encroachment or an offense. Oh, it's going to go against Goffstown.
Yep. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
5-yard penalty for motion against Goffstown. 1st down and 5 for the Crusaders.
It's Dean set back. Oh boy, right in on the tackle right away. That was Timmy Como. He's had Dean's number all day long. This is by far Timmy's best defensive game.
9 tackles on the day for Timmy, and yeah, he is.
It seems like they're just running towards number 80.
9 tackles and a close to sack at one point in time, a batted down pass. He's been all over the place defensively.
Like you said, there's a lot of statistics that won't show. A lot of big plays that won't show up on the stat sheet. Set back to pass. Rolls to his left-hand side. Really nowhere to go. Why? because again, Timmy Como in his face.
Timmy Como was again nearly taking in a sack and dragging the quarterback to the turf. Just again active all day long, and that just doesn't give the Crusaders any time to do anything. And it comes down to controlling the line of scrimmage, Al. If they aren't blocking up front, it's going to be a tough day.
I think they've gotten the sense that they can't run the ball up the middle.
And unfortunately, they don't have time in the pocket either.
Dean rolls to his right, looking to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Isaac Velez. Defending on the play was none other than Flash. That's Alex Duvall. Well, we're hearing some colorful comments here in the stands, and
well,
we should show them some video of games past when we didn't see flags or we saw too many flags. Kind of interesting.
Well, and in that play, in defense of that last play on Duvall's part, he was making a play on the ball, even despite coming over the back of the receiver.
Mainz punt right to midfield. Oh, that's Justin Warner. He's down. Oh, there's a late flag down at the 25-yard line.
Flag on the play.
That is a late flag. It looks like it's number 79, Josh Simpson.
Looks like they may have just called something on Alex Duvall.
Now there's another flag just thrown.
So that's it. This is interesting. I'm not sure what the call is here.
Well, it looks like there was a big call on number 79, on big number 79. And then as he was walking away, looks like another official threw another flag down on the field. Obviously not playing infractions, but more probably unsportsmanlike.
Well, and maybe we could see this on the instant replay, Al, if Adam gets a chance to look into that. But it was Ryan Pennard was over there, and then
Alex Duvall is in the middle of it.
Maybe Alex appeared to have pushed the 79 when he was on the ground.
Let's see what we have.
Fired before.
Personal foul against the Grizzlies. Wow, okay. Grizzly penalty.
Personal foul against Goffstown.
That'll bring us back in our own zone rather than being right at midfield. Yeah, that's a 15-yard personal foul.
And it looks like Ryan Pennard came up with a small gash on his forehead.
Yeah, Beth has treated him. This is the second time she treated him. Looks like she put a little Band-Aid on, and looks like it's coming off. It's all that sweat.
Well, he is a filthy animal, Al. I'm going to be honest. He is sweaty and a disgusting, filthy animal. He is active. And
he's in the trenches.
His body is thrown all over the field all day long, and I would imagine it's tough for a Band-Aid to cling to that.
Well, the Grizzlies come back 1st and 10. Actually, yeah, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Gervais gives it to Bork, runs to the middle. Brought down by 77. That's Michael Arcilio.
Pickup of about a yard for Connor. And we've still got all the seniors out there. It's still the starting unit for Goffstown.
Gervais set back, keeps it himself. Boy, just back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard gain, but not a whole lot of yardage gained on that play.
No, it looks like they might have given him about 2 yards.
Tackled by number 51 from Memorial.
That
3rd down and 8.
That looks like less than it even is with the success he's had on that today.
3rd down, 8 yards to go for the Grizzlies. Rolls, fakes the handoff to Tanner Putnam, sets back to pass, dodges a defender, airs it up. Pass is incomplete, intended for Alex Duvall just at midfield.
Gervais' pass attempt falls incomplete.
That will bring us to 4th down. Looks like the punting unit will come out. Oh, another opportunity to see Big Tex in his legs. See what he can do on this one.
Well, let's see, too. He's standing back on about the 25-yard line. He's probably going to kick this off from about the 30. Let's see how the kind of yardage we get on this one.
High snap. Good kick.
And from the 32, almost the other 30.
Yep.
That's another. That's a probably 38-yard punt right there. But
nothing wrong with that.
That's a solid kick.
Solid kick. Crusaders take over 1st and 10 from their own 32. Where the Grizzlies lead here at the Grizzly Den, 21-0. Oh, we got some movement. We'll shake it off. Dean set back in the shotgun. As Henselwood and Abode. Abode gets the call, nowhere to go. Dragged down, ripped down.
Timmy Como.
Timmy Como, Ian Ruthier on the tackles.
Timmy was pulling on the jersey again, and Ian on the play. That's Ian's 3rd tackle. He's making up for lost time in the first half. If we keep tabs on the team leader situation,
2nd and 8 from the 34.
Ryan Pennard 6 puts him 3 ahead of Ian Ruthier with 3 tackles on the day.
Dean airs it up, goes to the sideline, has an open man, brought down right away by Flash. Crosses over midfield at the 44-yard line. That's number 10. That's Dion Ball.
And not sure what happened there, but
wide open.
Well, Mitchell Cousin just let the coverage go. He just he was covering him for about 15 yards and then just let him run away as the pass was thrown to him. Not sure what happened there. A little miscommunication.
Dean set up in the shotgun. Abood in the man of motion, gets the call, cuts back and tripped up right away by Mitchell. Mitchell grabbed him right out, and Abode had nowhere to go. Nice heads-up play, Mitchell.
He got low and cleaned him out. It's sometimes, boy, you get if you get burned on a play, you want to come back and make up for it quick, and he did right away there.
2nd down and 8. Dean from the shotgun, looking to pass, goes to the sideline again. Oh! Flash, Alex Duvall. I might have got a deflection on it. Pass was intended for number 10, Dion Ball.
Third down and 8 for the Crusaders. From the Grizzlies' 34-yard line. Make that 44-yard line.
Oh boy, yeah, Joe. Joe was already at the quarterback before the ball was. That's clearly going to be a Grizzly penalty.
You know the frightening thing about that, Al, is if Joe got to the quarterback like that unimpeded,
right,
it wouldn't be fair.
Penalty goes against Goffstown. 5 yards, it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, I suspect if the Grizzlies can get a changeover of downs here, Jeff, we will see change of personnel as we're down to almost the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Oh, boy. Joe's a little excited today.
Well, now Sherwood is coming in to play somebody on the line. It's Joe's coming out. You know, Once, my mistake, but twice somebody's got to talk to him and get him to watch the ball. All you got to do on the D line is keep your eye on the ball. If the ball doesn't move, you don't move. As soon as the ball moves,
Penalty for
fire
encroachment
across
on
the
the
line.
Goffstown results in the Crusader first down.
And this gives Sherwood a chance.
Hold that line!
This puts the Crusaders first and 10 in the Grizzly zone. Handoff to Henselwood, dragged down by Cam Bond. Finished right away by Ian Ruthier. Boy, Ian did not let him go. Henselwood had nowhere to go once
Ian and
got
Bernard.
Bernard, somebody tripped him up right away.
Oh, well, Bond, you're right. Cam Bond was right there and slowed him up in the backfield, which, again, I'm sure those other Grizzly defenders appreciate, as it gives them a chance to tee off in the backfield on someone.
Second and 6, second and 12.
I did the opposite. Where like me and the Oh, and you can't try to understand. Yeah, I drove a lot of
Dean takes a snap, 2 steps back, looking to pass, has time. Now time's running out. Has a gain. Nice tackle by Mitchell Couson. Takes his legs right out. He will be short of the first down.
22, Mitchell.
We are now under a minute. Clock is ticking.
Third down and 4.
That was a hard tackle.
I feel like they're not saying anything. I know. Oh, actually, I don't know. They might not.
I won't say
Yeah,
that
'cause he is-
a chop tackle once again. If that's a good running back, he high steps over you. You don't hang on to him. If that were any of the guys who conquered or tinkered or moved up,
Go, defense! Go, defense! Hold up!
Third down, 3 yards to go for the Crusaders with 10 seconds remaining. Oh, and there's whistles.
Whistle on the field.
Timeout, Dean.
Timeout, Memorial.
you know what's funny too? Not a classic quarterback frame.
No. Looks like a running back.
Big, thick one.
Yeah. He can throw the ball, though. I mean, he has some
yeah,
zip on the ball.
He's got, but he's got the scrambling speed isn't quite there.
Right.
It's like watching Tom Brady.
Yeah. There's no movement.
It's like watching Drew Bledsoe.
Just what so?
11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Memorial Crusaders have the ball, third and 3.
Crusaders come to the line of scrimmage. Third down, 3 yards to go with 11 ticks on the clock for the third quarter. Let's see if they can put something together. Roll, Rooks to his left, pass, wide open, number 14, dragged down by Ryan Pennard, Justin Warner. That is number 14. That's Mitchell Coy. That's his first action of the day for Memorial. That's a first down with 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. First and 10.
First down on the 10. First and goal.
That will bring us to a close of the third quarter.
And that will end the third quarter.
And the Crusaders are knocking on the Grizzly door, really for the first time of the day here, Jeff, where they're
At the end
really
of the third quarter, the Goffstown Grizzlies
in threat of
lead by a
scoring.
score of 21-0. 12 minutes left in this contest.
It appears as if it is possible for them to even get another first down on the 1 foot line if they could get there.
I was trying to shoe wedgie you. Huh? Shoe wedgie. I was trying to give you a shoe wedgie. Do you know what that is? It's when you take like the top place and you go like this, and every other one tightens. And you hit the under.
talking to the coaches up in the booth. They get a better angle. They can see how the defense sets up and what plays they call.
Did they start the middle every time? Every quarter?
They start from what?
The middle?
No, it's done now where they were. They just moved sides.
Oh.
Case, don't drop my glasses.
I know what. It's not really comfortable, so I'll just put it.
Here we are, start of the fourth quarter. Crusaders on the 10-yard line.
This is the gut check for the Goffstown defense now. A couple of penalties and first down for the Crusaders, and they're now in a tough spot.
Dean set back, looking to his right. Pass. Is it caught?
Reception to number 3.
Yes, caught by number 3, Isaac Velez.
Looks like tackled by Mitchell.
Tackled by number 9, Alex Duval for the Grizzlies.
5-yard gain on the play, Jeff.
Alex Duval, Mitchell Pousson on the play. And 2nd and 5 on the 6-yard line. 2nd and 4.5 on the 5-yard line.
Dean keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle, and like before, nowhere to go.
Number 9 on the ball.
Looks like
on the keeper.
Timmy Como.
Gain of a yard. 3rd down
I
and
think
3.
he may have had a little help in the middle too, but boy, this is a breakout day defensively for Timmy.
Third down, 3 yards to go for Memorial on the 3. Torpedo Abood bumps to the outside. He has room. No! Knocked out of bounds. Justin Warner and Ryan Pennard closed him out right at the goal line.
Number 1, the ball carrier.
He is out right at the 1.
Now, this is interesting, Al, because it's 4th and about a yard and a half, and they could
Ball carrier
fall.
ran out of bounds.
They
4th
could,
down.
if they could get about a foot and a half here,
They would get a first
they
down.
could get a first down on the 1 foot
4th
line.
and goal from the 1 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, they're saying 4th and goal. It's not 4th and goal. It's 4th and just shy. Well, let's see if the Grizzlies can stop him here. He keeps it himself. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Cam Bond, Ryan Pennard, Dylan Sherwood. Crusaders are stopped on the goal line. Grizzlies take over 1st and 10 from their own 1. What a defensive stand.
That looked like big dog Dylan Sherwood stopping up the middle there. He really he held up a couple of O-linemen and went nowhere. That gave nowhere for the keeper to go. Now Goffstown's taking over.
The offensive unit
on their
takes
own
the field. 1st down and 10
4-yard line
from their 2.
or 3-yard line.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it looks like the 3. So they actually lost yards on that play. Up.
Timeout, Goffstown.
Timeout. Goffstown. Looks like we were short personnel. Tanner Putnam might have been chit-chatting. Not quite ready for the play.
Well, they burn a timeout. That's unfortunate. Like you said, if a game's in hand, it'd be nice to have those timeouts at the end to burn for a nice senior gesture. But one of them was lost right there.
The Grizzlies come to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 3.
With the ball, first down from their 3-yard line.
Gervais keeps it himself, has a break. Can he break a tackle? Yes, he does. Bumps out. Finally brought down after the first down and more. Looks like he's grabbing his leg. That would. Somebody is down.
Whistle on the field.
Looks like hamstring or shin.
Well, he's grabbing his shin, it looks like. He's banging his fist. That's not a good sign.
Right shin. Oh, who knows? Could have taken a nice Charlie horse there at the end of the play. That would have been about a 14-yard scamper, too. Weaving and dodging from the...
Up, and he's up. There'll be a little tender in that spot, I'm sure.
Well, that was certainly, he made something out of nothing and gets him out of the goal line area and moves the ball right up to the, looks like they're about on the 17 now.
Yeah, looks about the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
It is 1st and 10.
Casey Gervais, quarterback for the Grizzlies. 1st and 10.
Looks like we got Matt Collins in at quarterback right now. Matt keeps it himself. Middle is no good. Bounce to the left. He's got some room. Oh, brought down really hard, right at about the 20-yard line.
Collins, the ball carrier.
And,
Tackled by number 14
Matt
and
with
number 3 for Memorial.
6-yard pickup on the play.
Clock keeps ticking for the Grizzlies' benefit as we are under 10 minutes here where the Grizzlies lead 21-0. Collins keeps it himself again, bumps to the outside. Wow, brought down right away after a gain of 1 by Davin Cross on the play.
Number 56, gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it is interesting, Al. It seems like we are, as far as the running game, we're sort of in the age of the quarterback keeper here.
3 yards to go on 3rd down. Collins set back in the shotgun. To Connor Bork, rolls to the right, has some blockers. Oh, nowhere to go. Brought down by number 10. That's Dion Ball.
Did he get enough to
21,
get
the ball carrier. Connor
Let's
Bork.
see where they give the spot. Might be close.
Tackled by number 14 for Memorial.
And they moved the chain.
Yes, they are. 1st and 10.
Connor with a
It wasn't pretty, but it got the job done.
Play results on
whatever
first
works.
down.
It moved the chains.
From the
Keep the
26-yard
clock
line.
ticking now. Keep in the 4th quarter, 8.5 minutes out. I think just running the ball, letting the clock go is probably a good idea.
Collins to Tanner Putnam, has some room. Spins and breaks a tackle, 1st down and more as he crosses the 40-yard line.
Number 8.
Tanner Putnam, Jeff, another big game from Tanner today. Haven't seen a lot of him this season other than, on the special teams, but today he's getting the job done quite well.
32 rushing yards for Tanner, which is a season high for him, and that's on 4 carries. So he's averaging 8 yards a hit right now today on the run game.
Tanner in motion again. Collins keeps it, rolls to his right. Oh,
Number 3, the ball
brought down by
carrier,
number
30-yard
18.
gain.
Jeff, I'm not going
Tackled
to
by number 79
try to say this
and
name.
number
It's
10 for Memorial.
Kawaku Owasu.
Yeah,
in on the tackle for
I'll try
Memorial.
not to say that name either.
I'm glad we haven't had to say that name too much today.
Milwaukee. That's a unique one.
Collins to Bork, up the middle. Wow, hard fought.
Number 21, the ball carrier.
5-yard gain on the play.
Tackled by number 79.
Maybe
from
2
Memorial.
yards short of the first down.
Third down and 1 from the 49-yard line.
Oh. Oh, we had Dylan move a little bit too soon. Flag is down. False start. Grizzlies, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's what we got, and it stops the clock at 6:18 in the fourth quarter.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Penalty.
Third down, 6 yards to go.
Goffstown results in third down and 6 from the 44-yard line.
Collins to Bork. Collins keeps it himself, has a hole. Picks up the first down easily at the 45-yard line. They will mark that ball, and the chains will move again.
Play results in a first down for the Grizzlies.
That was a quick, that's
The
what,
first down
10-yard
on Memorial's
scamper
34-yard line.
for Matt, and that was a quick north and south run for him, and he had Marquis in that option again, which really opened up that run for Matt.
That really had a big hole to run through.
Pulled some defenders over to Marquis because they'd seen that play earlier in the game. You know, this is where a play like that with that diversity of play selection pays off. It sets up the next time you run it.
Looks like Tanner Putnam rolls to his left, has some room. He's got some speed. Oh! Slips up and there's a flag. Well after the play, away from the play.
Tackled by number 1 and number 3 from Memorial. Flag on the play.
2 flags on the play.
Looks like there was a pickup of about 4. We'll see. Pick up of 4 yards for Putnam.
Looks like he had a little too much speed and then he kind of slipped up and tried to make that cut.
Yeah, and he caught himself. He did not go down to the turf. He kept his knees off the turf, but then he ran into a bunch of traffic.
Yeah, it's going to be a Grizzly penalty. It's going to move it back.
Ball against the Grizzlies. 10 yards are counted off. Still first down and 20.
Just at about midfield, Grizzlies will be first and 20. Looks like maybe first and 15 rather, Jeff.
Yeah, first and 16 maybe. I think they paced off maybe if we look at the replay, Al. I think we got about 2 extra bonus penalty yards on this.
Well, the clock keeps ticking as we're under 5 minutes now in the fourth. It's got a keeper to Collins. It's back just about 5 or 6 yards on the carry.
Gain of 5 on the yard, second and 15.
Yeah, almost
Gain of
back
5
to
yards on the run, second and
original
15.
line of scrimmage here, so it's second and 10.
Well, you know, Jeff, I thought it was going to be a good game. I thought it was going to be an evenly matched game. I'm actually a bit surprised that the score is what it is. It's Grizzlies from the first play just had control on the run, the pass, everything.
Well, Al, we're ticking down to almost 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter here, and I would say that Goffstown's been handily totally in control.
To Christian Marquis, he's rolling to the right, has speed, has room, cuts back, finally brought down, first down and more. There's a late flag on the play. I'm going to assume that that's going to be a Crusader penalty on that one. That's only going to add yards to the play.
And that's a 20-yard run for Marquis. Christian made a nifty cut. Went north and south, made a little juke.
Has that speed, but he has the quickness to make that cut. And boy, when he has room to run, he takes off as well. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, Crusaders. Yep. That's going to tack on quite a bit. Grizzlies are going to knock on the Crusader door. Boy,
Down to the 15.
that's a costly penalty.
Oh, it's a 15-yarder, Al. That's going to put us right down to the 10-yard, 11, 12-yard line.
Yeah, looks like at about the 12. Grizzlies will take over first and 10.
Well, and that's just frustration on the part of the Crusaders late in the game, and sometimes chippy penalties like this happen.
First and 10, Goffstown.
I'd like to see a pass play here, though, Jeff. Maybe to Big Tex in the corner, loft it up. Or how about Timmy Como, round out his day and give him a...
Warren in the backfield, too. Number 2, Damon Warren, senior, first-year football player. I'd like to see him run.
Let him get a chance, right?
And he does
get it. Looks like a pickup of about 3 yards, Jeff.
Number 2, the ball carrier, Damon Moore.
Maybe 4 yard on the pickup.
Gain of 3, ball's on the 8.
Just under the 3-minute mark. Grizzlies are on the 8-yard line. Taking their time. Collins keeps it himself. Oh boy. Right away, big number 76 grabbed him. That's Brian Karen. First time we called Mr. Karen's name on the defensive side of the play.
Not much to take on that play, but maybe a pickup of about 2.5 yards from that. And now with the ball on about the 5.5, 6-yard line. We'll see if Goffstown can punch it in here. And the clock's ticked down past the 2-minute warning out.
Just under the 2, yeah. Like you said, I'd like to see Damon get something here. Damon gets the call, has some room. I think he's in. Damon Warren, senior, first-year senior player, touchdown. Grizzlies one more time. That'll bring us to 27. Great call, great play call to let the first-year senior player score.
And 6-yard touchdown run. So Damon, it's safe to say that's his first touchdown in varsity organized football. And what a good athlete he has been in years past in other outdoor activities, mountain bike racing,
really?
motocross. Excellent bike rider, Al.
Mike Simons for the extra point. It's up, and that looks good. Grizzlies 28, Memorial 0 as we're just at the minute 30 mark here at the Grizzly Den. Boy, what a great day today for the Grizzlies.
And now, with the 28-point lead, Al, and a minute and a half left to go,
We will see new personnel.
we should see virtually all new personnel.
You know, Jeff, looking at the score, looking at the record, 2-4, will now be 3-4, losing to Central by 1, losing to Londonderry by 2. You know, this Grizzly team, I think it's got to be a pleasant surprise in D1 football this year.
You know, they're doing okay for being the smallest program in D1. You know, they've gone through some growing pains and some speed bumps along the way, but they're doing okay, and I think they have a lot to look forward to. They've got a young core of really solid football players here, and I think we've got a couple of years of exciting football ahead of us now.
And as the Grizzlies get set, that's Mike Simons again, getting ready to kick off to Memorial. Oh boy, that's a pack of Grizzlies for sure. That's Cam Bond, Tanner Putnam, and Connor Bork, right at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, Connor is a special teams
It'll be
expert.
first down and 10.
Okay, new personnel is right. We have number 87 for the Grizzlies. That's Brad Beliveau.
76 on the line is a new adjustment there also. Al.
Number 76, that's Ian Pizzeni. Also number 25, that's Ethan Houle. Dean rolls to his right, nowhere to go. Ripped down by Dylan Sherwood. Big D-Dog Dylan. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
I don't know what the play there is, but
What
that
a,
was a sack by Big Dog.
for a big loss of yardage.
That was that was a sack too. Oh, and they're calling it a face mask. Not sure who that was on.
Oh boy.
The only one in the neighborhood was Dylan, and he had jersey on the quarterback.
Well, take a look at that. It's still a loss of yards. So good job, Dylan, for that
Yeah,
for that
5 yard
sack.
unintentional, but it's still a sack. It still held him to negative net yardage.
And then he called him.
Dean keeps it himself, runs up the middle again, all day, nowhere to go. Brought down by number 25, Ethan Houle on the tackle.
And Cam Bond.
And Cam Bond.
Cameron Bond.
Now, Ethan Houle stepped in and had his biggest contribution of the season
Second down and
last week. He got in and had a few
From their
3 tackles for us
47
last
yard
week,
line.
and making another contribution here today.
Number 40 checks in. That's Caleb Picard for Cam Bond. Caleb Picard, number 40, entering the game.
Caleb Picard's also got 3 tackles for us this season.
Dean set back to pass, looking deep as pressure. Looks like Brock, forced out of bounds by 84. That's Brock Hines.
Carey takes it out of
And
bounds.
number 25,
Al, if we look
Ethan
at
Houle.
if we look at this play too in slow-mo, we'll
Play
see
results
number
and a first
58
down for the Crusaders.
left tackle for the Crusaders made
22
a chop
seconds
block
remaining in the
Oh,
on
boy.
that play. Now, ruling is in NHIA, you cannot chop block from tackle to tackle. You cannot do it. You got to stay up above the knees. You cannot intentionally drop and chop out the knees. And that looks like that play should be looked at. And I'm surprised the line judge did not throw some laundry. I think it's because there's 22 seconds left in the
Sure.
game here, Al.
Dean looking to pass, airs it up deep. Oh, and it's caught because a flag on the play.
It's a pass interference on Mitchell.
Yes, it looks like a pass interference. Pass was complete to number 10, Dion Ball. You know, you wonder why. Where's that been all game? They just.
Well, there was a lot of contact on the reception, and if you're going to commit the penalty, don't let him come down with the ball.
Penalty is
Cardinal
declined.
rule is for secondary to make a penalty like that and then
On
not
Goffstown's
cause
20-yard
the
line.
reception to be dropped.
Clock is ticking. That's going to drain us out. They may or may not get a play. We're under 10 right now. This certainly will be the last play if they can get it off. Yep, Dean set back to pass. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted by,
Flash Gordon.
that's Flash Gordon. What a way to end out his senior night. Alex Duvall. Grizzlies win 28-0 over Memorial. What a complete just spanking of Memorial, where the Grizzlies improved their record to now 3-4. They just really took it to them.
Well, Al, and again, it starts at the line of scrimmage. Casey Gervais
Goffstown 28.
was able to run
Crusaders
today
at Manchester
for
Memorial nothing.
144 yards.
Wow, and you know what? Let's give a shout out and kudos to Timmy Como. What a defensive showing today.
Tackles. 11 tackles, and not to